welcome back to the Real Estate Wholesalers Club. I'm Justin Chamness, and we are ready for live Q&A. I hope you guys got some great questions today. I do have some questions and some things I want to show you today, some things that came in throughout the week, questions, folks wanting to learn. That's a good sign. That means you're ready to grow. You know, they say if you stop learning, you start dying. Phooey on all that death stuff. We're ready to just learn and learn and learn and grow and change this world.
If you want to quick flip real estate, this is gonna change your life.
Hey, I'm so thankful for everybody that's been participating in our live shows, in our accountability teams. Guys, it's been absolutely dynamic. We have so many people from so many different places. Last four, it was number 4, the session number 4 of the virtual co-wholesaling. I read off all the different cities that are being represented here on these live shows by viewers. People like you. You! In fact, it is you. And I appreciate it. Jerome, Janet, Clint, everybody, I appreciate it. Hey, I've even got another guy watching named Justin Chamness, but it ain't me. What's going on, Justin? Hey, man, I specifically went through Facebook and found every Justin Chamness I could find, because that's my name, and I befriended them. And I've been friends with this Justin Chamness for a long time, man. We never chat, we never do anything, but we watch each other to see if there's any kind of, at least I do, any kind of similarities going on between Justins. And yeah, I've got a good question coming in right here from a guy who is I want to say this guy is one of my best students. I mean, he's super smart. He's super motivated. He's super disciplined with his time, and he loves to push his business forward. And believe me, he is. This guy is making progress. I don't know if he can see it yet or not, but he's going to have his first deal here. I expect it any day, to be honest with you. So we're going to go right into questions and answers. If you guys got questions about real estate wholesaling, no matter what genre of real estate wholesaling it is, heck, if you ask me something I don't know, I'm going to tell you I don't know. You know, one of my favorite things to tell buyers is hey, you can ask me anything you want to know about this property deal. You can ask me anything you want to know about, you know, business and real estate wholesaling, and I've got an answer for all of them. Sometimes the answer is I don't know. I'll find out, but I've got an answer. So we're going to get some questions flying out here. The first one's coming from Usman. Hey, Usman wants to know, have I ever tried Facebook ads to gather cash buyers for my cash buyers list? Yeah, buddy. You know I have. You know I have. Absolutely. And it works. However, this, in my opinion, is not where folks should get started. They should get started with the free things. Posting in Facebook groups, that's free. Asking for cash buyers, that's free in those groups. Having an ad on Craigslist, that's also free. Hey, what's up, Kevin? What's up, Andy? Good to see you guys. You know, you can run ads on Facebook to get cash buyers, and they will trickle in every single day. But if you're trying to bootstrap your business, if you're trying to build it on a shoelace, or what do they call it, a shoestring? What's the difference, people? Then probably not the best way to get started. But if you got a little bit of money, and I'm talking about $5 a day, Why do I say $5 a day? Because they are going to make you spend $5 a day on Facebook pretty much no matter what ad you're running. So, keep that in mind. All right, we got another question coming in from Clint. What happens if a person asks if I can show my letter or statement of proof of funds? Am I absolutely required to have a statement of proof of funds? Man, that's an excellent question, Clint. Super good question. Super good question. The answer to that question, Clint, is real simple. Yes. If they ask you, if you're trying to get, and here's what I'm assuming of your question, Clint, is that you're a real estate wholesaler and you're attempting to get a property under contract, a property deal under contract, a purchase and sale agreement, and you're being questioned by that homeowner, you're being questioned by a realtor, somebody in that entire transaction is saying, hey, would you show us a proof of funds? And in fact, they don't have to do business with you, man. They don't. They could walk. They could say, hey, we don't even want to look at your offer because, by the way, hey, you never showed us proof of funds. We don't even know if you're serious or legit. It can happen. Now, most of the time, that is an indication that the homeowner is not motivated or that you're dealing with the homeowner's realtor. And that is their training, is to get that stuff from you. So, yes, if they ask you for proof of funds, you need to be able to show them a proof of funds. All right. Now, that is not a scary thing. Okay, I'm here to tell you the real truth about proof of funds today. Proof of funds don't mean squat. It don't mean squat, but they want to see it. You know how many buyers have used proof of funds and then didn't close? Like a bunch, like even me. Right? I've done it. Just because you have a proof of funds doesn't mean that seller or that homeowner has a guarantee that you're going to buy that property or that your buyer is going to buy it after you assign it to them. Okay, there is no proof whatsoever in a proof of funds that you are going to close this transaction. But, it's kind of like that movie Tommy Boy. I remember he said, well, I won't buy these brake pads because it doesn't have a guarantee on the box. And he said, well, if you want me to take a dump in a box and mark it guaranteed, sure. But if you want a quality product, then buy from me. That was an excellent segment in that movie. And that's really kind of how I feel about proof of funds. It is a guarantee of sorts that you are a good buyer, but in fact, it is a piece of crap in a box marked guaranteed. Okay? It doesn't mean diddly squat about any of that stuff. Now, how do you go about getting an earnest money? How do you go about getting a proof of funds? Pretty simple, guys. Getting a proof of funds is pretty easy. All you have to do is call a hard money lender. It doesn't matter which one. Pretty much all of them. And once you do, you can even go online and do this, by the way. Okay, for those of you who just hate talking to people on the phone, then you can go definitely to the internet. You can type in hard money lender. Now, let me go ahead and tag on to this next question. Jessica is wanting to know about the best way to get EMD for wholesaling REOs. REOs, we'll talk about EMD here in a second, Jessica, but REOs always require a proof of funds. Always. 100% they want to see that guaranteed piece of crap in a box marked guaranteed. Okay? Proof of funds. Always going to want to see it on REOs. Now, direct to seller, not always. Okay? But sometimes the seller or homeowner wants to see proof of funds. Proof of funds is easy. You can Google transactional funders, because that's the type of guy you're going to need to know to pull off an REO. You can also Google hard money lenders, okay? And they will also be able to provide, both of those kinds of lenders will be able to provide you with a proof of funds statement, a letter with your name on it. Matter of fact, this stuff is so cookie cutter that most of the time it doesn't even come with your name on it. It has a blank and you can write your name in. How silly, right? But you know, if it's going to help the homeowner sleep well at night, or the realtor, or whoever it is, then by all means, why not go ahead and do that? I think proof of funds is the easiest thing that messes people up that there is in the wholesaling game, probably. You can get a proof of funds online today in the next 15 minutes if you just go looking for it. It's free. People are like, well, but I don't have good credit. I don't know if I'll be approved for a loan, and I'm not sure if these people will give me a proof of funds because I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. It's crazy. You're not worthy. Are you kidding me? I think you must be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. You are definitely worthy. You are definitely worthy. And they don't know if you're worthy either. Matter of fact, they might say, hey, we'll give you proof of funds, but fill out this credit application and let's see if we can get you approved for a loan. Why? That's what they do. That's what they do. You're not willing to fill out a sheet of paper to see if you can get a proof of funds. And by the way, you're going to get a proof of funds even if you've got a 400 credit score. Because hard money lenders don't lend based on your credit. Transactional funders don't lend based solely on your credit. It doesn't matter. Quit making a mountain out of molehill, guys. Go get that proof of funds. If that's what's holding you back from making offers, you are shooting yourself in the foot, guys. You're doing it. It's not that you're unworthy. It's just that you haven't gone and asked people, hey, can I get a proof of funds from you? It's that simple, man. It's really that simple. Now let's talk about earnest money, because I had a question. I was just reading it here a minute ago about somebody wanting to know about how do you handle the earnest money deposit on wholesaling bank-owned properties. Man, these are great questions, guys. Thanks for chiming in with these today. Yeah, the answer to that question is if you're looking for earnest money, or you're looking for a way to go about handling the earnest money question on bank-owned properties, here is how I do it, okay? You might come up with a better way to do it, but here is how I do it. You have a few options, and I will tell you which one I prefer. Number one, pay the earnest money. Usually, that's $500. When you're making your offer, it's usually $500 on an REO, on a bank-owned property. If you do not have $500, I forgive you for that, and it's not a big problem, okay? You can still bank-own REO properties, wholesale those REO bank-owned properties. Yes, you can still do it even if you don't have $500 earnest money. But option one is just cough up $500. If you leave it up to them to decide how much earnest money to put in on the deal, they're going to make up $1,000 or $1,500 or $2,500 or $5,467 billion, the whole thing. If you leave it up to them, but when you make your offer, set it at $500. Now, you might be saying, okay, well, how do I do that? I don't have $500. Hey, that's cool. You don't have to have $500. You just need the paperwork to say that your offer includes $500 earnest money. That is a bank-owned kind of thing. If you don't say that you're going to put some earnest money down, the bank ain't going to take your offer. That's just how it works, right? Okay, so what you'll do is here's what I do. And here's your saving grace. Think about this. On every bank-owned property deal, and by the way, guys, next month, starting Monday, We better ring the bells, man. Monday, we're going into 4 weeks on bank-owned wholesaling, and I'm going to break it down every step of the way. Part of what I'm sharing with you right now is coming out of lesson number 1, starting Monday at 7 o'clock Central Time. You better hop on. I'm going to blow your minds when it comes to bank-owned wholesaling. If you're a real estate wholesaler and you're not bank-owned wholesaling, you're missing the damn boat. I'm just telling you right now, it's the easiest in the world to get done as a wholesaler. Now, maybe not as easy as having an extremely motivated homeowner come directly to you and beg you to take their house, okay? But it's like the next thing. All right. So the earnest money, I always say $500, okay? Now, because of bank-owned properties, here's how it always works. There's always, at least in my contracts here in my state, and I'm assuming everybody's state probably, there is a 10-day inspection period, okay? During that 10-day inspection period, if you back out, guess what? You get your earnest money back, okay? So if you laid out $500, if you back out, if you don't find a buyer, AKA find a buyer, if your inspection period doesn't work out for you, in other words, you didn't find a buyer, back out and get your money back, right? Get your money back. But here's how you avoid giving them $500 in the first place. You promise them, hey, I'll give you $500 earnest money. I'll give you $100 now, and I'll give you $400 when my inspection period ends. Now you've cut it down to $100 out of your pocket. Now, I have said before, you cannot do bank-owned wholesaling and have $0 in your pocket. You're going to have to come up with $100 from someplace. Now, if you've got a great deal on the line and you've got a buyer ready to go and he's kind of waiting in the wings, I guarantee you that dude's got $100. I guarantee you that dude's got $500. Put the deal together and say, hey, and here I've done this before too. And this is option number 3. Option number 1 is pay the $500. Option number 2 is pay $100 now and $400 when the inspection period ends. Option number 3 is to say, hey, Mr. Buyer of mine, Mr. O Buyer of mine, I need $100 for this deal, and you're going to buy it, and eventually it's going to be $500 when the inspection period ends, and you're the buyer. So why don't you go ahead and pay this and pick up this property deal right away from me? Boom! I've done that too. Absolutely done that. Not a thing in the world wrong with having your buyer come to the table and help you close the deal. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Okay, let's go to the next question here. What's up, Kelly Johnson? Good to see you, sir. Hey, Alifa. Hey, Craig. Hey, Joe. We got a newbie question, Clint says. And it says, what is to stop the buyer from declining to buy through you, then just waiting out the assignment period of, say, 7 or 10 days, and then going direct to the seller and offering a lower price, circumventing you and getting a lower price on the house? Man, that is an excellent question. And I'll tell you, I have experienced this before. One time in my career. I've been doing this almost 20 years. Okay. Full time? No, not full time, almost 20 years. But I've been doing it for almost 20 years. And I can tell you, I've only had this happen like one time, where a buyer circumvented me and went around, waited for me. Matter of fact, I've even had buyers send letters to the seller saying, hey, I don't know if you know, but that guy is a wholesaler and he's not really going to buy your house, but I want to. So as soon as that contract expires, why don't you call me? Do you think that seller called him? Hell no, he didn't call him. Do you think that seller wanted to do business with a guy who's a snake like that? No. He was trying to make me look like a snake. I'm not a snake. I've already met the homeowner. I already talked to the homeowner. I already made the homeowner like me. I already explained everything as transparent as I can explain to the homeowner, and he understands exactly who I am and what I'm doing. Now, who the hell is that guy? And why is he bad-mouthing somebody that I just met? I'm trying to sell a house. I'm not interested in getting in all this drama, right? So he didn't call anybody. I have had it happen, man. I have had dudes try to go around me, but let me tell you, only like once in my whole career. Okay? Now, maybe twice. Maybe twice. I can think of maybe twice. 2 times. That's not bad. Out of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, okay? Now, the reality is, though, is that most of my buyers, like all of them, like 100% of them, are more integrable than that. And they don't want to just buy one deal and move on and burn a bridge with me and burn a bridge with who knows who else is involved with me, because they already know that I'm a wholesaler in town, and man, I'm on Craigslist, I'm on Facebook, I'm on everywhere they go. And they see me, and they hear people buying property deals from me. They have, now they know that I'm a player in this industry here in this city. Okay, they are not interested in creating bad press. All right, they do not want to circumvent me. Why? Not because they're afraid of me, because they're just not bad dudes to begin with. You know, they're just not bad dudes to begin with. They don't care. They'd rather have repeat business with me than try to go around and screw me. I have never, I can't say it's never happened. It has happened, but man, it's so damn rare. I mean, I would not worry about it one bit. I would not worry about it one bit, Clint. Not at all, man. Not at all. All right, so we got another question from Jessica. I'm in a market where there's many, many bank-owned properties. I'm working on that, working this niche. Do banks use their own escrow, and will I be able to double close? In fact, Jessica, they will already have a title company or escrow company picked out, yes. They will. And to answer the rest of your question, will you be able to double close? Yes, you're gonna have to. They are not gonna let you do an assignment. Banks hate assignments, and I don't get it. I mean, it's just like, why? You want to sell this place? Who do you care? And why do you care that there's one extra sheet of paper involved in this transaction? But no, banks don't like it. They don't like assignments, man. They are going to make you do a double escrow close. So in the first session of our four sessions of bank-owned wholesaling that starts Monday night at 7 o'clock Central Time, U.S., by the way, for all of you international viewers, what you've got to do is you've got to prepare yourself to do a bank-owned property wholesale deal by getting, 1, proof of funds, by getting 2, a little bit of earnest money put together, at least $100, right? And then you're also going to have a transactional funder, a transactional lender, because they are not going to allow you to do assignments. You are going to have a double escrow close. And here's the best part. Like I said, you need proof of funds, you need $100 of earnest money, and you're also going to need that whatever I just said, transactional funder. Here's the good thing. The transactional funder, when you find him, he'll also provide you with the proof of funds. Okay, so that's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So go find you a transactional lender that will do a double close with you on a bank-owned property. How do you find that? Google Gaga. This is baby stuff, man, but it's so fun. I love it. You just got to get on the computer and type transactional lenders, and I swear, I bet you $100 bill, crispy $100 bill. Let me just grab one. I bet you on the first page, if you Google transactional lender, boop 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 boop, within the first 10 listings underneath that, you know, like on the, not the first 10 pages, on the first page, the first 10 listings, I bet you'll find something on there that says something about, transactional lender, proof of funds. Pretty simple, guys. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Raphael's watching. All right, Nicole, Mark, Jessica, Clint, and the list goes on. Is that all the questions for right now? You guys have just boom, 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 boom. Throwing them questions out so fast I can hardly even keep up. I love it. I'm stoked. I love it. I hit that rant button earlier because I was going to rant. I was going to rant my butt off. I'm trying to calm down, guys. I'm trying to calm down a little bit. But I'm just having too much fun. Hey, so I'm back at the title company again. And I'm here to close another double escrow deal and get paid. I just got off the phone, however. It was a coaching call. A member of our group on Facebook. And I just wanted to take a minute and talk about this because sometimes as a coach, I meet people that it's just like there's a connection, like immediately. And you sense something as a coach, and I've been doing this a long time. And you sense something as a coach in that person that the only way you can describe it is you sense greatness. Like for a split second, like my eyes are opened and I can see what this person could be if they just believed in themselves enough to put some corresponding action to it in a consistent way. I'm mind blown sometimes by what I see in you people. You know, a lot of you look up to me, but the reality is that you don't need to be looking up to me. You need to be looking inside you. Because I'm telling you, for those of you who have been here and stuck it out and you can't get this out of your head and out of your heart to do this real estate wholesaling thing, inside you, there's greatness. You need to learn more about you. Some of you know more than you need to know about real estate and real estate wholesaling. Now, there's always more to learn, but some of you know way more than it takes to get started. What you know too little of is about yourself and about the greatness in you. Take a minute this week. Get away from the partners and the spouses and the kids and the jobs and the hectic schedule. Take 1 hour this week and think about and meditate on who it is that you know you can become. I'm telling you, there's only one word to describe it. Greatness. All right, let's get back to the show. We got a question just showed up here, a couple of them. Number one, it is a marketing question. Is it a good idea to own multiple domains? Now, what he's talking about is website addresses, okay? Like I own justinchamness.com. If you don't own your own name, I'm going to go buy it so when you get rich and famous, I can sell it to you. That's the truth. Go buy your own name. It's like $12 or something in first year. It ain't that hard to come up with $12 to buy your own name. JustinChamness.com. Don't buy JustinChamness.com. I already bought that. Go buy your name. Okay. So is it a good idea to own multiple domains? I own JustinChamness.com. I own RealEstateWholesalerSClub.com. Right? Before that, before I launched the Real Estate Wholesalers Club, guys, what I had I had JustinChamness.com. I had another domain that was OurTeamBuysHouses.com. I still own that one. That's for my sellers. That's for my sellers. That's for the homeowners who want to go see something about me buying a house from them. OurTeamBuysHouses.com. Go check it out. It's pretty cool. I had one for JV partners. It was called I Need RE Wholesalers.com. I still own that one. Why? Because I'm looking for JV partners. And it doesn't make much sense to send a JV partner to OurTeamBuysHouses.com or to RealEstateWholesalersClub.com or to JustinChambliss.com. It makes more sense to send them to INeedREWholesalers.com, in my opinion. You know, I've changed since then in my thought, my philosophy, and the flow of my funnels and so on and so forth, but that's how I started. I started out with a domain name for absolutely every different kind of prospect I want to reach. I had birddogsre.com. I was looking for bird dogs. So I hope that answers your question, Clint. I do have several domains. I have whittled it down to about 3 or 4 that I need now. And I don't necessarily keep all of the rest active. They have, you know, if they haven't expired, they will, and I'll let them. But there are a few I hang on to. OurTeamBuysHouses.com, JustinChambliss.com. JustinChambliss.com is for my buyers, right? OurTeamBuysHouses.com is for my sellers. Real Estate Wholesalers Club is for this group right here, okay? And so, you know, yes, I do have several, okay? And I do have a landing page that kind of is like a hub spot for all of them. So if you go to my landing page, and man, this kind of leads into what I wanted to talk about today, but the questions are just so great. I don't even know if I want to talk about Get Response. It's so good, you know, just answering questions with you guys. So anyways, yeah, definitely, you know, more than one domain is okay. I would not wreck myself trying to get several domains. It's not what's going to build your business. People do not care so much about your domain name. It's not what's going to launch them into your business to do business with you. What is going to launch them into doing business with you is all of the other things: your knowledge level, your marketing, your ability to conversate intelligently on the topic, to make offers, to close deals with buyers. Those are the things that are going to launch your business. Now, domain names, not so much as important, but they are important in the sense that it is just another piece of marketing. Okay, it's just another piece of marketing. I'll give you my recent thoughts on domains, and I have had some recent thoughts, Clint. One is that, well, I went the other day and I was looking at some of these jumpstart lists. And if you don't know what a jumpstart list is, then you need to go to RealEstateWholesalersClub.com and go to the Real Estate Wholesaler Tools section and go down to the co-wholesale jumpstart list and click on that thing and look at that. And I'll see if I can show it to you right now. As a matter of fact, I can. As soon as my computer stops slowing up on me, if I can get it to go to this page, then we will show you the co-wholesale jumpstart list. But it's not seeming to want to go. My computer's kind of lagging up a little bit because I'm definitely live broadcasting today. Oh, here we go. We've got the Real Estate Wholesalers Club. By the way, there's this pop-up. You might want to fill that in. And never miss a free wholesaling course. I do put out wholesaling courses pretty frequently, and they are free to you, and they are all located right here. The ones that are available are located right here on the RealEstateWholesalersClub.com. So go there and check that out. This is seriously lagging, and it's not worth it, but you can go to RealEstateWholesalersClub.com, and you can check out the co-wholesale jumpstart list. It's down there. Now, what it is it's a list of other wholesalers in your area, okay, or in your market area of choice, and it has website domains for them. It has some phone numbers and some email addresses and so on and so forth. Now, with that being said, I was looking at one the other day from, I believe I was looking at Memphis, Tennessee, Usman, where Usman's at, and I was like, man, these are some of the most bogus ass sounding domain names I've ever heard for a real estate guy. Like, for real. Like, if you got a business that buys houses, why are you going to pick a domain over at GoDaddy or Namecheap.com or wherever you're going? Why are you going to go pick a domain that says something like Fluff Buddies? I don't give a shit who you are. If I got to go to fluffbuddies.com/wholesale properties, I'm not even going. I mean, who picks a name like that? Right? Why would you pick a name like that? Pick WeBuyHousesMemphis.com. Wholesale Property Deals Memphis.com. Right? Usman didn't pick any of those, by the way. I'm just talking about some of them other wholesalers in Memphis already who have picked weird freaking domain names that tell you absolutely nothing about who they are, what their business does, or why I should interact with them. Unless I'm looking for a fluff buddy. And I just made that up because I don't think that was really one of them, but there was some silly shit on there. I guarantee you that. So, yeah, pick a thing that makes sense, guys. All right. Jessica got another question here. Wants to know about bank-owned properties and the earnest money deposit. She says, is it good to make the offer with a voided check? And the answer is no. It will not work. It will not work. And the reason why it will not work is it may work for a day or two. You may be able to send them a copy of a check that you wrote to the title company but didn't turn in. You may be able to send them a copy of that with your offer, but that realtor is going to be knocking down your door trying to get the real check within 24 hours. That's what realtors do. That is their job, to facilitate the transaction, and part of it is collecting that earnest money. Now, if you've got a voided check or you don't have a check that has the money in it in the account to cover the check, then do not send that on up there. You're going to embarrass yourself. So if you need $100, remember I said make an offer to the bank of $100 earnest money today and $400 when my inspection period ends. And a lot of times I've had them take that, guys. I've had them accept that. Now, sometimes they come back and say, no, we want $500 right now. Slap it down on the table. We want that $500. Well, then I have a choice to make, don't I? Do I want to proceed with this or do I want to not proceed with this? Depending on the house, depending on the deal, depending on my buyers, depending on my financial scenario at the day that happens, I may say yes, I may say no. But I will offer $500, $100 today, $400 when my inspection period ends. Now, that is not a voided check. That's a real check. Okay, those are real funds. If you don't have $100, guys, if you don't have $100 to do a bank-owned property flip, listen to the words that are about to fall out of my face. Right? Listen to the words that are about to fall out of my face. You don't have $100? You don't have $100? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You got $100. Here's how you get $100. I want you to take 5 minutes. And let's not be thinking way up here for 5 minutes. Let's get back down here to down here. Let's think about it down here, like here. Like let's think like right here. Okay. 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes of thinking down here. Let's get our head out of the clouds for a second and let's get down here to the $100 level, because that's what we're talking about. This is a $100 level down here. You see down here, this is a $100 level. See down here, this is like the $50 level. It is. Okay, that's the $100 level. We're at the $100 level. If you don't have $100, here's what you do. I want you to take 5 minutes and walk around your house. And I want you to find something in the kitchen. I want you to find something in the garage. I want you to find something in the living room. I want you to find some clothes in your closet and some shoes that you never wear. I want you to go out to your car and I want you to go dig some of them ball gloves and some bats and some of that shit you got carrying around in your trunk that you never, ever, 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 ever use. And then I want you to take another 5 minutes and I want you to snap a few photos of it. And then I want you to go to eBay and I want you to make a listing that says I'm selling this shit I found in my garage and in my living room and in my kitchen and in my bedroom and in the trunk of my car. And I want you to get $100. Do you want $100 or do you want all this shit you don't use? It's simple. You got $100. Most of us, almost all of us got $100 somewhere. We just forgot about it. It's sitting over there in the closet. Make some money. It's $100. It's not the end of the world. And if you're like, hey, I literally don't have nothing like that, man. I literally am living in the back seat of my car. Cool. Even better. Take your phone. Go to an app called Postmates.com. Sign up today. Then hop in the front seat of that car and start driving around delivering food for people, and you'll have $100 by the end of the day. Boom. Done. You know, it's the little stuff that people make big problems. Hey, I can't do this because I don't have $100. I can't do this because I don't have proof of funds. I can't do this because I don't really want to, is what it amounts to. I can't do this because I haven't invested any research or time into just asking anybody. Right? And I'm not trying to be a mean here. I'm just saying, guys, come on, man. Are you going to let a $100 bill get in between you and your future? Okay, and I'm not just talking to the person that asked this question. I'm talking to everybody. Are you going to let a $100 bill get in the way between you and your financial destiny? For real. $100. $100. Well, but Justin, you don't understand. You've got everything so good over there. You've been doing this so long, and you probably don't have any bills like I got, and I got to pay the child support, and I got to pay the light bill, and I got a mortgage payment, and I got a car payment, and I got an insurance payment, and I got another payment of this and that, and a credit cards, and then my job is just paid again. Yeah, that was my head exploding. That was my fucking head exploding. Sorry. I couldn't take any more of the bullshit. Yes! Yes, I got a mortgage. Are you crazy? Yes, I got a car payment. Are you crazy? Yes, I got credit cards. Are you crazy? Yes, I got 3 kids. They're all teenagers. One's 6'5" and weighs 300 and something pounds. The other one is 6'3" and he weighs 200 and something pounds. And another one, he's just kind of normal. But they could kill a whole sack of groceries in an afternoon. And you're worried about $100 damn dollars? I told you I was going to rant, guys. I'm just trying to coach you into a different mindset. Get out of that poverty mindset and get over into where you got $100 for your financial destiny. I mean, come on. If it was $100 between me and doing a real estate transaction that's going to put 10 grand in my pocket and change my life forever, I'm going to come up with $100 even if I got to go out on the street corner and sell my ass. I'm just kidding, but for real. All right, I love you guys. I'm going to calm down now. Breathe. Just breathe. It's okay. You could give blood. Yes, you could give blood. Hey, let me show you something, guys. It ain't always been the best for me. I don't know if I can get this. Man, let me see if I can get this. Can you see right here? This big old scar? I remember a day when I didn't have $100 to do a real estate transaction and I needed one. Yep, I went down and signed up and I donated plasma with all the other drug addicts and crazy fuckers in town. Why? Because I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. And that's the difference, my friend, between you and me, some of you. I'm willing to do whatever I got to do to make it happen and to keep the wheels rolling. Blood, sweat, and tears. Welcome to America. Welcome. Welcome to America. Hey, I just wanted to talk a minute real quick about something I saw on Facebook today. Not in our group, not in the Real Estate Wholesalers Club group, but in a different group that was all about real estate wholesaling on Facebook. And, you know, this guy was commenting about needing a mentor and needing some guidance and some step-by-step direction. And somebody actually from our group commented and said, hey, you ought to go check us out over here at the Real Estate Wholesalers Club. And, you know, the guy commented, he said, well, I'm watching to see the 4-week accountability team, how any of the students do, to, you know, before I try to go over and try it myself. I want to see if anybody else has any success. Ha! Man, it made me really, I wanted to so bad. I wanted to so bad, but I didn't. I restrained myself, and I should feel probably proud of that. But I wanted to put down there so bad, well, hey, buddy, you know, you're not the kind of guy we're looking for anyway. And the reason why is because you're the kind of guy that's just going to sit there and watch other people do things. And then when they don't, you're going to say, well, I can't do it either. And then if they do, you're still going to say, I can't do it either. And there's some reason why they have. You know, you're just really lying to yourself, and you're wasting your time, and you're wasting everybody else's time. Because I know what? You know what I know? I know this stuff works. I know it works. I just went to the title company. I'm sitting in the parking lot right now. I don't know if you can see that, but see, it says paid to the order of, baby, Eagle Beaver Capital. That's one of mine, right? You see it says excess cash at close. You can't tell me it doesn't work. You can't tell me it doesn't work, because I know I already made my shut up money. How about you? That's what I'm talking about, getting to that shut up money. I'm not trying to be funny or rude. I'm trying to say, hey, you know, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Like Kanye, you can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't you want that? Don't you want that for you? I know you do. I know you do. And I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I got 2 2-year degrees. 2 + 2 does not equal 4. I am not an educated guy like that. But I get that money like this, see? You can't tell me nothing.
Guys, I sometimes get pretty passionate about this stuff, and I really, I get fired up. I love you though, and I know you can do this stuff, man. It's not rocket science. But I'll tell you what I'm going to have to do. I had anticipated talking about Get Response today. That's also on the realestateWholesalerSclub.com. If you go to the Wholesalers Tools section, there is a Get Response is right there. Click that button, go sign up, free trial. Okay, and when it's not free, it's like $25 or something. It's not too bad. I think I'm on the $50 a month plan, and it's just got all kinds of bells and whistles, and it's pretty much just like everything I need for my entire business. Okay, $50. Polish guys, straight out of Poland. Lots of love for you, Polish guys. You guys are like Americans. You love your freedom. You love God. And I love you guys. So we do have one more question here, and let's go ahead and get to it. When we're on the phone with potential sellers, how do we deal with a scenario when both decision makers are not at the house at the same time? For example, let's say the wife is home, but the husband will not be home till 8 o'clock at night. Should I go meet up with the wife right then? Or should I wait to have both of them at the home at this exact same time before making a drive to view the home? Good question. You're gonna wait. You're gonna wait, Clint. You ain't going. You ain't going when she's there by herself. No, sirree. You wanna piss off the husband? Go talk to his wife at his house when he ain't there. Don't do it. Don't do it. You want these people to like you. Ask this question on the phone, Clint. Say, now,
I know that couples generally make decisions together. So would it be more appropriate for me to wait until your husband comes back at 8 o'clock? And let's say I show up about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Would that give him enough time to get his, kind of clean up and do what he needs to do after walking through the door? And then both of you there, will you both be able together to make a decision on what I'm offering? And if they say no, hit the bricks, baby. And if they say yes, then you know what? You got the decision maker. And she told you show up when my husband's home. Show up when my husband's home. That's exactly what that decision maker told you. All right, guys. Any more questions? Any more questions? I'm going to skip Get Response today because we don't have time really to get into a little tutorial of Get Response. But I was going to show that to you. I'll have to save that for another time. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to plan on participating in Monday night's bank-owned wholesaling. Next week, Thursday night, we have Pretty House wholesaling. Now, most people don't even know what that is. Everybody's like, wholesaling, that means you're dealing with ugly houses. Okay, but yeah, you can deal with bank-owned properties, wholesaling. You can deal with pretty house wholesaling too, okay? There is pretty house wholesaling. It's also known as subject to wholesaling or getting the deed, okay? We're doing 4 sessions on that in the month of June, starting Thursday night next week. Not tomorrow, a week from tomorrow. And then next week also on Monday night, we're doing bank-owned wholesaling, 4 sessions, 1 each week for 4 weeks. So what I want you to do is go check out the events tab of this Facebook group and let us know you're coming. Get it where Facebook will remind you that, hey, we're about to launch this thing off at 7 p.m. Monday night, bank-owned wholesaling, 7 p.m. Thursday night, pretty house or subject to wholesaling. How to get the deed and wholesale your deals off. Okay, there's lots of ways to wholesale property deals. And if you're just doing ugly house wholesaling, you're just a one-trick pony. Boom, I said it. And you know what? Nothing wrong with starting out as a one-trick pony. You need to work something until you make money, and then you need to go ahead and branch out and learn a new technique and a new method of wholesaling. Okay, now, if you want to grow into be a fix and flipper, you can grow into be a fix and flipper. If you want to grow into be a landlord, grow into be a landlord. You know what? I love being a wholesaler. That's what I am. That's what I do. I've been a wholesaler for many, many years. I've tried fix and flipping. I'm doing 2 right now. I don't like it. Just be honest with you. I ain't enjoying it. I ain't enjoying it at all. Never have. Never going to do it again. I've just decided, you know what? I'm out of it. I'm just out of that business. I just can't stand it. I just absolutely despise working with contractors and realtors and everybody on a day-to-day basis, hoping they do what they're supposed to do with my money. Okay, now I'm just saying, that's me. Now, you might grow into fix and flipping. Hey, good, I applaud you. You might grow into being a landlord. Cool, I had 10 properties and I hated it. Okay, I hated it. You want to see a miserable Justin? Give me a bunch of properties and a bunch of whiny-ass tenants to take care of. Man, that's crazy. I didn't want no part of that. Give me back to the wholesaling business where I can make money and make people happy, and then I can walk on with my check. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and people are like, well, you get more money when you fix and flip. Bullshit. You show me the money. You show me. And I'll show you that money that I got from wholesaling, and we'll compare the check, and I'll see if the 6 months of misery and pain and suffering you went through was worth it. I don't think it was. Not for the little bit of extra that you might have got. Okay, well, anyway, that's a soapbox and a different story for a different day. Hey, guys, I love you. Looks like the questions have eased up. We've been here for an hour. Go back to work.
Hey, thanks for watching. But don't forget to post, introduce yourself, tag a friend, like us, leave a comment, subscribe, share this video. Just do something. Don't just sit there. There's all that money out there. You got to get going. Get in motion. This is Motion Real Estate.